Hello friends, I hope you're happy and well. In today's video I've come to An Torr, which is a beautiful little woodland just outside of Glencoe in Scotland. Now it's the start of November, so the colours up here are absolutely stunning and they're regenerating the woodland, and it's mostly beech and larch, and those are probably some of our best native woodland trees. So I'm just going to go on that walk and see if I can get some great photographs of some of this beautiful autumn colour. I have found this really beautiful composition here. So we've got this path that goes down beside me and it just turns and goes off to the right hand side here, and there's an absolutely beautiful beech tree. Most of the leaves have fallen off it, unfortunately, but the ones that are remaining are really stunning. They're beautiful yellows and oranges, and there's a few more beech trees going around the path, and most of the leaves have dropped, so you've got some lovely golden colours on this path here. And I really do like all these mosses on this big, well, it looks like ground, it's actually a big rock, and it looks fantastic. So I've just taken a photograph just cutting out this tree, which is, it's a red cedar, and we've got another beech that side, so that's really the start of my photograph, and I'm including that rock on that side. And really in a landscape format, when I try to get that sky in, it just blows it out and it's too high, as in the exposure's too light up there. So what I've opted for is a panorama, so I can bring the composition a bit lower, so it cuts off the sky and it's just going to be these beautiful colours from this side over to there. Probably done about 6, maybe 7 shots, and I'm going to stitch those together later in post-production. So that will just give me a different perspective of the image rather than just having it in landscape, because at the moment there is a mountain in the background. You may or may not be able to see it on the video or on the photograph, and that's blocking out a lot of the lightness from the sky, which is great. But above it there's just white cloud, and that white cloud will just be overexposed and won't add anything to the image. I am actually struggling to get anywhere today. I've probably walked 100 meters from the car park and that's it. There's so many photographic opportunities here at An Torr. It's so beautiful, especially this time of year. What has caught my eye, and which I think I'm going to get a lot of photographs of today, is this lovely path going past this beech tree. There's lovely beeches and larches in these woods, and both of those are probably some of our best trees for autumn colour. And we've got this amazing specimen here on the left. That big light bark you can see in front is actually a larch, but behind that is the beech, and the beech just arches over this pathway here, and you've got all these other larch trees in the background with their beautiful straight barks. It looks amazing. And then over this side we've got a few ferns, and then another larch tree which just seems to be, doesn't look right in the composition, so I'm thinking of cutting that one out. But what I'm going to use on this one is ISO 100 f11 for front to back depth of field. I don't think I need that much depth of field really, because I'm focusing on that larch tree, and that's probably about 10 meters away from the camera, and there isn't much background really, so all of that should be in focus, not a problem at all. I've got a polarizing filter really to cut the glare, because we've got a lot of white sky at the moment, so that's going to have a lot of white glare on these leaves. So the polarizing filter will actually cut all that reflection off the leaves and really help to saturate the colors, so that should look fantastic. And then finally I think I set it at, I think it's about 2 seconds a shot, so I've just waited for the wind to stop just so I can take the photograph without any blurring in these leaves. What is amazing now, I can hear some long-tailed tits. I can't see them yet, but I can hear them. They group into groups of like 10, 20 little birds, and then just hop from tree to tree, and it looks absolutely fantastic if you can see them. I'm really hoping these microphones are going to pick it up, but I don't think they will. Yeah, there's a couple up there. If you haven't seen long-tailed tits, basically looks like a ball of wool with the knitting needles just stuck out the back of them. They are super cute, and you just see them in just a big family just jumping around, and they look absolutely wonderful. I won't be able to get a photo to show you, unfortunately, but it's really beautiful when you're out in the countryside, just to, even though you're looking for photographs, it's just good to enjoy the nature while you're here as well. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, you might have guessed it, but I've got another photo of a beach. This time of year, the beech trees are looking amazing. It is probably our best for colour, so I am going to get a lot of these in this. Oh, it's actually a beech wood, so I suppose that's why I'm going to get a lot of them. But what drew me to this photograph, other than the beautiful beach, I think these are all larches that have been cut down. So there's a stump here, there's a log down here, there's all lots of logs and things lying around, and it looks quite apocalyptic. And with all the colours, kind of everything's dying off, it just, even with the grasses, they've got some beautiful yellows and oranges in them. So I just thought that's quite a poignant shot. So even though there's stunning, beautiful colours in here, it's quite sad to see that these trees are being cut down. It's very transient, and I think this photograph does show there is still some beauty around, even in some sad scenes. Right down here we've got this absolutely amazing waterfall. It's quite high-sided cliffs, but we've got these lovely colours either side. So I've stopped here for probably my final photograph of the day. This bridge which I'm standing on is quite difficult to get a composition because these wooden slats do get in the way a little bit. I've come right up to the edge, pointed right down, using ISO 100 f11, and that gives me about a 2-second exposure to really blur this water, and also to capture the lovely colours on either side of this bank side. Did it into a portrait so I can get some really wide angle shots, really to emphasise the colour in this image. So today I've got a 40-mile journey through Glencoe, but I think I've made it about 2 miles. I'm not going to do it today, so I'm going to have to find somewhere to park the van and stop. It's so beautiful. I was a bit optimistic about thinking about doing it in one day, but An Torr is a really beautiful little place just at the start of the valley. Really, you've got Glencoe town is that way, and I just thought to stop to see there's some nice colours in this woodland they're regenerating. So what I first noticed about this scene when I got here was this lovely river down here, and in the background you've got some stunning mountains. So when I got here I came and tried to take a photo of this, but the light just really wasn't that good. But about 2 minutes ago I had about 30 seconds of light, and it was really deep orange and just lit up the trees in the foreground. It wasn't on the river, it wasn't on the mountains, but I managed to grab a quick exposure, and it really was quite a contrast between the sunlight and the actual ambient light. So I think that will look rather spectacular. So I've taken that one, and I think that's now going to be my last photograph of the day, or for this video. I think I'm still going to be taking more photographs of this area. It's absolutely stunning, but I want to move along now. So I think this is going to be a good place to end the video. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've found some interest in it. There's some amazing autumn colours that I've found today, and I think I've got some really stunning photographs of some of these beech trees in all their glory. So, and I think this last photo was the icing on the cake, really. So I've had a brilliant time, and I really hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And as always, please leave a comment, because I love reading your comments, and everything does help to support my channel. So thank you so much again, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.